Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, Mike here from Motorsport Masters. Just want to go over one of our flagship builds here, a car we've had a lot of fun building throughout the years, and something that showcases a lot of our cool products that we like to run and recommend using in the UTV scene. So first starting off, the obvious thing on this car is this big bumper. Back in 2018, 2019, there was a Warren calendar promotion that came out and it had a really similar front bumper that we got the inspiration for this build on. Cool thing is this ties in the front of the front lower A-arm and upper control arm mounts, ties it into the upper shock mount, and brings all this together as like a big gusset kit. So not only is it really beefy, carrying our winch, but it is structural and helping with our suspension. We tied that together with a gusset kit to go with these HCR OEM Elite arm kit. We chose the clear powder, as you can see, all the weld detail and the heat signature on how really cool these arms are. I feel like they always get covered up in powder coat and you don't get to see the true detail that goes into the craftsmanship of building these arms. We've got a lot of carbon fiber goodies on this car throughout. A lot here on the front end with the front fascia, the fenders, hood, all accompanied by the Heretic Studios LED lights. We had them custom powder coat those to match the wheels to kind of go in line with the color scheme we were going on this car. All right, some of the cooler details on this car is the suspension. We touched a little bit about the HCR arms. To accompany that, we went with the full shock therapy IQS, fully adjustable electronic valving from the cab. So we've got 3 settings on these shocks that we can control from a little switch in the dash. The other cool thing is they've all been revalved, resprung, tuned for this car, all the accessories got on it, and the riding that the customer likes to do, which is really cool upgrade. Probably the best upgrade you can make to your car to get the performance out of it you're looking for. The other thing these Can Ams were known for is a lot of bump steer. We've got on here the shock therapy billet steering rack. It takes all the bump steer out, all the slop in the steering that you feel on these cars after they start getting some mileage on them. Gives you a really positive feel and is absolutely bulletproof. Got the shock therapy limit straps on there to protect everything we got going on here, as well as the upgraded sway bar end links, because that's a known failure on these cars as well. One thing you'll see on this car that you'll see on a lot of our builds here at the shop at Motorsport Masters is the CT Raceworks bomb-proof gusset kit. It's an awesome upgrade, almost necessary. One of the things we recommend right out of the gate on a Can Am X3, only because of the single shear mounting that the suspension is out of the gate. So that single shear meaning that all those A-arms are mounted on one side of one structural piece, where the other side is just pulled tight against it. So this way we're given a double shear, we're given 2 solid pieces, 2 structural pieces on either side of every A-arm mount to tighten up that front end. All right, so the wheels and tires that we chose on this car has been one of the favorites here at the shop. The AMS M1 Evil. These tires come with 1 inch of tread depth, coming at 32/14 and 32/15, 8-ply tire. These have probably got 2,500 miles on these tires and they still look brand new. All right, so we've got them on these 15-inch OMF wheels. Really sets this car apart from the other builds we've been doing lately. Get that extra little flash on there with the gold touch, and really sets this car apart with that wheel alone. So we've got it on the Sector 7 mirrors. One thing about your Can Am you'll notice is they're incredibly hard to see out of, especially looking backwards. So the best mirror on the market, in my opinion, have been these Sector 7s. They have an incredible fisheye lens on them, so you're getting a really good view backwards, but it also accompanies with these LEDs up front. So we're getting the ditch lights, we're getting lighting all the way to the side and lighting up those sidelines, getting really good vision there. We've got him coupled up with an amber and a clear lens on here just to cut through the dust and look a little cooler. Same thing up here with the Quake LED light bar. This bar will do bright white and bright amber. And the idea behind the amber is it's going to cut through the particles in the air, cut through the dust, cut through the snow, whatever you're going to be riding on. Does not reflect off the particles in the air as badly as the white does. You'll see a lot of Baja racers, desert racers running the same setup with an orange amber lighting setup just for that reason. All this is accompanied onto an SDR Super Shorty cage. Incredible product that the SDR has been from the start. It's also the doors on here. These guys build such an incredible product. Fit and finish is beautiful. Got the door bags to keep your knees from rattling on the doors. But you can see it's a serious upgrade over the stock components. You've actually got some protection over your head rather than the pop can that these are from the factory. Plus a good look with that windshield, an intrusion bar, and sportier look with the cage. So we took a little inspiration out of the Rolls market here with the peanut butter seats. So looked for a while to get this color to make it just right. But we're looking for that really high-end flashy look and hit it on the mark with these seats. So this is a Simpson custom-made bucket seat. All right, so a lot going on in here. We've got a lot of components come together to make a really cool, clean finish in here. We've got the Glasscraft custom carbon fiber dash. This comes as a blank slate, basically, and at Motorsport Masters, we design it to fit and finish to look something similar to this. So if you want to do like an iPad over here, if you want to do a switch panel over here, you want to leave this blank, however you want to do it, we can kind of take your components or mix and match with new components to make it look the way you want it to look. For this customer, we're looking for that Baja Racer look. So we've got the pre-runner nav screen over here with the giant Lowrance fish finder, which works great. You'll see these in all the desert cars as their navigation. We're actually using it as a GPS unit, not a fish finder, but it is the best in the game when it comes to that. So moving on over, we got the Wet Sounds head unit. This is running our UTV stereo full stage 7 kit. We've got subs under all the seats. We've got speakers in every corner, got little tweeters up tucked inside there, pods up in the back, and everything. This car sounds super cool when it's all lit up and jamming to your favorite tunes. For management, we're running the AEM electronics digital gauge here. This is a pretty cool function. It's got a lot going on. So it took us some time. We had to write in some new software just to be able to accommodate for the gas usage, because it doesn't directly communicate with some of the functions on the car. So we have to write some software programming to be able to accommodate for that, but it ends up being worth it at the end because you're getting this totally custom CD7 display, and it's got some really cool features, and we'll show you that in a little bit, a few of the features later on. Moving on down the list, we've got Switch Pro, one of the best electronic accessories you can get, especially if you're running a lot of circuits. If you're running a lot of light bars, any sort of electronic accessories, this is a solid state circuit board, so we're ditching every one of those relays, all those individual harnesses, and as you can see on this car, there's a lot of accessories. We took about 20 pounds worth of wiring out of this car, even more in relays and switches and components that are known to fail, especially with the moisture. We got rid of them all with this Switch Pro Force 12 here. Cool thing about it is I can run this from my phone, so we've got some cool things set up with this guy. We're able to start this car from the phone, turn on all the lights, turn off all the lights, turn the stereo on and off, hit the horn, the turn signals, everything is integrated. Even the power steering settings are integrated into the Switch Pro. Another cool component I would recommend everybody use, if you've got a good group of guys that you're normally riding with, is some sort of race radio. This way you can call out, G-outs on the trail, turns in the trail, you're not getting lost. You can keep everybody as a group, but still be carrying a good pace. All your dangers, all your turns, all your Ys in the trail can all be called out with that radio. Or, hey, I'm ready to stop him for a beer. Let's stop up here at the next turn and then hang out and chat for a little bit. Here, going back to the suspension, you can see we've got the 3 settings with the IQS suspension right here at the dash, 4x, and our Axon 4,500 pound winch is controlled right there through that switch. See these IQS shocks back here a little bit better too at this view. These are the solenoids here. And then we've got the extended nitrogen caps on here. Just get you a little bit more volume for the nitrogen in there, get those shocks working a little bit better. Moving on to the back, you can see we still got the same shock therapy limit straps on here with the raw looked. It's a clear powder coat we've got on these, but it comes out looking really cool. But on the HCR OEM Elite, we did the E2R sway bars. Another really good product to eliminate that body roll. It's tunable. You got 4 different positions to tune out that sway bar. If you like it a little more loose in the back, a little firmer in the back, all tunable as well. Another product coming to the back here. Almost every car that leaves the shop, we try and recommend are these ZRP high clearance radius arms. You can buy them through ZRP. They come branded HCR too if you want to match the rest of the suspension. It's the exact same arm, just manufactured by ZRP and sold through HCR. So another really cool option. You're getting a ton of high clearance. The factory radius arms are garbage. I mean, they're crap, dude. I've seen cars with 2 miles on them, and that's the first thing that fails. First jump you hit, first rock you hit, that's the first thing to fail are those radius arms. So if you're out there still rocking these stockers on your car, that'd be my first upgrade. Bikeman's got us set up with the clutching and the exhaust and tuning on this car. We've got about a 20 horsepower gain tune on this car with a full exhaust system. So we're getting rid of like 50 pounds with that exhaust system. Getting rid of the cat, open it up to a 2.5-inch exhaust. Getting rid of the cat, which creates a ton of heat and restriction, and getting that nice free flow and exhaust. Sounds really cool on this car. And then we've got it all tuned in with that Bikeman clutch kit with the big tire helix to accommodate the 32s on this car. So this thing comes out of the gate like it's mad and keeps carrying all the way through the RPM range. All right, one of the last details, it's a subtle one, but a really good one, is we've done a full repaint on this car. So this flat black paint job we've done, the roof, the door skins, and every body panel on this car that hasn't been replaced with carbon fiber has been sprayed with a flat black paint from a professional paint booth. So it comes out looking really cool. If we could get a little bit more sunlight out, it's winter here in Colorado, so bear with us, it's a little bit cold out here, but yeah, in the sunlight, this thing really pops. Full disclaimer, I would never recommend you run your car without your clutch cover on it. I don't care if you're riding around the streets in town here or you're riding the sand dunes or wherever you're riding. Do not ride your car without the clutch cover on. He's even got a really cool all clear RGB lit up backlit clear clutch cover with his logo in it. I mean, it's really awesome. I don't know why he didn't have it on here. Don't do that. Don't run it without the cover.